Hey guys, what's going on? Hope everyone is doing okay. So, for today, as you can see, the topic that I wanted to share is about Korea and Japan, Tokyo versus Seoul. I had to think about it for a while. And one of the things that kind of Tokyo versus Seoul. I had to think about it for a while. And one of out the most in my mind though was basically the experience that I've had there, like on the ground, directly interacting with the people. So for me, when I travel and go like new places, I'm a big people person. The sites and the buildings and the structures and stuff, that's all nice, but really, for me, the most important thing is just, not only how well I get along with the people, but just how they treat each other, how they treat me, how they carry themselves, and, just the way society itself, blends together. But Okay, to give you some background, before I came to Asia, because I did my study abroad in Beijing, I had like no interest in Asia. I'm Asian, but that almost I forget it most of the time. But when I was in Beijing, as you guys might know if you've been there, especially if you studied abroad at any place over there, there's loads of Korean and Japanese students. So through this, study abroad process in Beijing, I was able to be exposed basically to Korea and Japan through those students and those people and that kind of stuff. So I made a good amount of friends from both places. And what I remember though is when I went to visit these places, it was such a stark contrast. So when I went to Korea, like the friends that I have there, they were happy to see me. They were willing to go out of their way. And I know they're super busy because they work a lot and they work late. Typically, a lot of my friends, mid 20s and stuff or late 20s. Anyways, that didn't matter. They were still able to just, come through. They knew I was just in town for a short time. Basically, they were happy to see me. Like the same way I would be if someone came to the US to see me, I would be, glad to host this person. I'd be glad to hang out with them. I'd be going out of my way. I'm just a friendly person and I like, connecting and relating to people. So I know maybe not everyone have the same level of enthusiasm as me, but what I felt when I was there was definitely something similar. Like I could see a little bit of the way I would treat them in the way I was received when I went there. Now, when I went to Tokyo, because typically, or Japan, I should say, typically I go to both of them at the same time since they're so close, and I've done that multiple times. Yeah, I wasn't able to meet up with nearly as many people. I guess flaky is, to be honest, is probably the first word that comes to mind. There were some people who I thought we were like not just friends, but good friends. Like, people you can lean up against and hug, and just, you're to that point where like physical barriers aren't that apparent. And I wasn't able to meet up with some of them. It's like they've moved on. Their life has changed. I get a feeling like once you're not in their immediate circle, like then and there in the present, then maybe you're just in the background or something. Anyways, I don't know what happened, but um, I was only really able to meet up with a small number of people, especially the second time I went, and I was quite disappointed. No one has to meet up with me. It's not like anyone's obligated to do that. But I'm just thinking of if someone came to visit me in my home country or something, I don't s- I don't see any reason not to be happy and excited and try to meet this person. Again, that's just me. Maybe my friendly mind just can't understand not wanting to meet someone or just make I don't know what else could you be doing that's so regular in day to day life. If someone comes, that's like a special event, and I would definitely be looking forward to it. Anyways, so that's the main reason why I prefer um, Seoul over Tokyo or Korea over Japan, and actually a big reason why I decided to study in Seoul this summer instead of Tokyo. So it's crazy how these small interactions can kind of lead to bigger things, but that's just my 2 cents. If you guys have a different experience, I'd definitely be glad to hear it. But hope you liked it, and let's talk soon, guys. Take care.